Hey guys, what's up? What is up? Kuya Jason with Our Life in the Philippines. So today I was gonna do a video on DIY chicken coop. If you've seen the last video, we just got some darling little chickens. We got some Chinese silkies. And so I went to town. I got these chicken baskets. I come home and the power's out. Hey, that's pretty common in the Philippines, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna do another video. You're gonna do something else because I can't use my power saw. So, what are we gonna do today? I'm gonna show you. Check this out. What on earth could this crazy freaking guy be doing with this crazy stuff here? Well, let me show you what we got. So I got this. This is a chamber pot. This is a flower pot. What am I going to do with a chamber pot and a flower pot? I'm going to make a concrete flower pot. And how am I going to do that? Well, if you look in here, I've already put these 3 tubes, and those will serve 2 purposes. One is to raise this pot off of the bottom, and 2, it'll form 3 little drain holes. So I'm going to take this pot full of gravel. Why is it full of gravel? Well, for weight. I'm going to put concrete down in the bottom, up to the top of the tubes, and then I'm going to take this. I'm going to set that directly in the center. I'll center that. And then I'm gonna fill this with wet concrete. I'm gonna let that set for about 12 hours. And then I'll pull this out while it's still a little bit damp. Probably need to take those tags off, but I'll get to that. Also, when doing this, you wanna spray the plastic. I mean, the concrete's really not gonna stick too well to that glossy plastic. That's why I actually got these 2 different plastic pots, because they're smooth. You want something smooth. If you have ridges, it's going to make it difficult to remove. But to help out, you're going to spray everything with WD-40. This doesn't say WD-40. No, it doesn't, because we're in the Philippines. This is JS-40. Same thing, cheaper. How much was this? $143. WD-40 was like $300. So like $6 versus like $1.20. Yeah, I'll go with the cheap shit, especially for little projects. Got my rubber mallet here because we're going to be doing some tapping. Get all the air bubbles out of there. Tap, 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 tap. Do a little tap tapper. Little taparoo. Oh, I'm getting crazy with the tap. Crazy with the tap. Kuya Jason, you don't need that much tap. No, we don't. Let's move on to what else we got. Check this out. I just picked this up yesterday. No, not this. Up here. Yes, look at that. That is a cement mixer. Is it? No, actually it says paint mixer. But I'm going to attempt, you can see how clean it is. Never actually used it. I'm going to attempt to mix some cement with this. Speaking of cement, we're going to be using some Porter blended cement type IP. Portland cement. What did I say? Porter. Why would I say Porter? Going to use some Portland cement. You see it's just a powder. And then in the Philippines, when you get sand, it is straight from the river. So you're going to have to sift that sand. I actually ran out of sand, so I ran down to the driveway and I found some sand. So I scooped it up. It's got rocks, it's got cat shit in it, it's got dog crap in it, who knows? So you gotta sift that out. I made this sifter, check this out. I went to Citihardware. I bought me some 2x2s, some brackets. See them brackets? Look how fancy that is. Ooh, that's nice. And I bought this screen. The guy said this is a screen that the contractors buy for sifting. Kind of hard to see. And I threw this thing together, and the first thing I did was cut my hands on cut my hands on that screen because that is sharp. So I had this leftover trim, so I just threw it around the corners. So what I'll do is I'll just put that on there, and then I'll start sifting that sand. I want really fine sand for this because I want a really good bond. And then I will put the cement in the bucket. I put the sand in the bucket, put the cement in the bucket, and I mix it all up. I do the hokey pokey and I turn myself about. All right. So, is that it? And then water. So the mixture I've looked up for this particular says 1 part cement and 2 to 3 parts sand. So I think we'll start with 2. I want it extra strong, but you don't want it to dry so fast that it cracks. My last project, I tried to make a pot and I mixed 50-50. Man, it cracked all up, like me, cracking up. All right, so let's get this set up. I'll show you how to sift some sand. All right, guys. I'm filming in 4K, so hopefully the phone doesn't overheat, and hopefully you can hear me, although I'm not going to be saying much. So I got my setup. I elevated it because I got a bad back. I don't want to be on the ground. So let's try this out. Our first scoop. Oh, that's working nice. Look at that. Look at that. There's a big chunk of cat turd. What the hell? That is really going to be fine sand. So then you just want to shake it. Look at that. Let me get a close-up of that so you can see. All right, so you're just going to take your scoop. Just put it on there, spread it out a little bit. You can see it falling. Go ahead and take another scoop. There's a nail in there. Then you're just gonna give it a little shaky shake. Shakies. Look at that. Hey, we're panning for gold here. What do we got? Look at that. An old rusty nail. Don't want that to go in a tire. Let's give a scoop there. Spread it out. We got roots. We got freaking boulders. You know, all the gravel, all the sand comes from the river. So it has fish bones and all kind of crap in it. But yeah, look at that. Let's see how fine this is. Look how nice that sand is. Ooh. All right, guys, so we did the whole bucket of sand. So now we're going to go ahead and dump that into our bucket. And now we have nice sand. All right, guys, I got the bucket of purified sand here. And I got the clean bucket for mixing. So we're going to start with 1 scoop of the Portland cement, 2 parts of sand, and we'll mix some water. And when you're mixing cement, you want to mix the sand and the cement and then slowly add the water. So let's try that. This is my measuring cup. This is a Filipino dipper. You know what this is used for? Washing your butt. When you go to the bathroom, washing the front. That's what this is. Good. This is my lovely assistant for today. Okay, so we're gonna do the 1 scoop. we're not going to bring it all the way to the top. So just remember, it's about 1 inch down. So we'll go ahead and add that. Try not to make too much dust. So that's 1 part cement. Now we need 2 parts sand. And we're going to measure that 1 inch from the top. So add that. That's 1. That's 2. And then we're going to get the mixer. All right, so we got those in there, so we're going to go ahead and mix. What we're doing is just mixing the cement and the sand. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually used this, and it's working really good so far. So now let's go ahead and add some water. I'll add about half a dipper. And we'll go ahead and mix that like a cake. You want a peanut butter, like a peanut butter consistency. I can already tell I need a little bit more water. So I'm gonna I'll add about 1/4 of a dipper. All right, guys, part 2, we're gonna go ahead and put the cement. I don't know if I actually made enough, so I might have to make a whole nother batch. I've never done this, so I don't know exactly how much cement it's gonna take. So, like I said, the first thing you wanna do, you wanna go ahead and spray everything with the WD-40. Go ahead and spray the side of that. And of course, I didn't take that sticker off. So it still says chamber pot. Maybe I can poop in there. All right, so let's set that aside. Okay, let's start adding the cement. For this, you only want to add the cement up to the top of the spacers there. So I got my trusty trowel. I'll go ahead and start adding that. All right, let me get that filled out. So I got this set up. Let's go ahead and, looks pretty good actually. Let's go ahead and put our pot in there. So you want to put the cement on all 4 sides because you want to keep this center, and if you need to adjust it any, you can. We're not using any screen on this pot. We're going to try it without. So let me go ahead and get this whole thing filled up to the very top of this white pot here, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I almost have it filled to the top. It's about 98%. So what I want to do, I want to take one of these bamboo sticks, and I just want to go around. What I'm doing is make sure I force that wet concrete underneath the bucket. Okay, and then I want to go ahead and get my mallet. Keep that center bucket straight. Just go around and smack any air bubbles. the air coming out. All right. Now, let's go ahead and fill it the rest of the way to the top and make sure it's on a level surface. All right, guys, the last part is pretty critical. You want to make sure that this is level. And to do that, I have these brackets for a different project. I'm going to go ahead and put these under this side because this side is lower. Go ahead and do that. And I'm going to check the level. That is dead nuts right there. Now we're going to go ahead and, again, just tap it. We want a nice smooth finish on the top. By tapping it, it'll make it level and it'll smooth it out on the top. And also you're removing any air bubbles. I see some bubbles there. Make sure everything's centered. Because once it starts drying, that's it. Okay. That is good enough for me. So, you may ask yourself, why go through all this work? Well, I'm going to tell you, here in the Philippines, these plastic pots you buy, when you buy them, they look really nice, they're really solid. After a year, they crack, they fall apart. You go to pick it up, and it just shatters in your hands. By building a concrete flower pot, this concrete flower pot could last, who knows, 10, 20 years. So, it's a good investment in the long run. If you just want something cheap, go ahead. It was 140 pesos for this plastic pot. My wife would have been happy with this. But first time I go to move this thing, because once you get all that weight in there and you grab it by the handles here, it's just going to shatter on you. So concrete pot, it's going to last a hell of a lot longer. And when it's all done, I'm going to paint it a nice brown color to match the house. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. I didn't continue this video. I'm gonna wait for the whole finished project. The next step will be letting this dry. Like I said, 12 hours, and then I'll try to take the center out. And then after 24 hours, we should be able to remove it from the pot. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys. So it has been about 6 hours. I know you're supposed to wait, like 12, but as you all know, I'm very impatient. So let's see if we can get that, break that seal. There we go. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over. I got that center out, so now I'm gonna flip it over, and then I think I'm gonna have to drill the holes to release the air pressure, the vacuum. So let's see if we can do this. Hopefully everything stays together. Okay, that's good. So now I gotta find the holes there. And there it goes, look at that. Did you hear it? Yeah, you'll see the pot with flowers in it in a future video after I get it painted and get some flowers in it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.